always have these things I go back to that, you know, probably happened 7 years ago or 8 years ago, and I'll bring it up year 1, and then it'll come up again year 2, and then it'll come up again year 3, and they all, as soon as I bring it up, they're all, you could see them kind of head nod and chuckling, because I have these go-to little routes or whatever that I like to go back to that have won over, that have been good over the years, that have worked, but they've been going on for years now. I mean, it's probably 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and I don't even realize I'm doing it.
Well, when I first began as the head coach at Monmouth in 1993, I was adamant that we were going to be able to run the ball. And we weren't very fancy at all. It was really an old-fashioned downhill, 2-back power play. And we ran it probably 20 times a game because we had success with it. And then you fast forward a few years, and in 2006, 2007, we had this terrific running back by the name of Dave Sinisi, who ended up rushing for over 5,000 yards in his career, and we made a living on that play.
First year, they like, I don't know, coach. I mean, you've been playing NFL ball. You might not know how this college thing works, right? And then I can remember we was playing a team, and I told the offensive coordinator, I said, listen, I've been telling him all week, if you run this play, it's going to be a touchdown, right? So we get to quarter number, we like midway through the second quarter. I haven't seen it yet, but we need something going, right? I'm like, man, run the play. I promise it's going to be a touchdown, right? So he finally runs the play. It was a touchdown, right? And all I do is just wink at him, like, I told you, man, just pay attention, right?
Trying to have plays that can block all the defenses, that's what it's gotten down to. But early in my career, it's the same thing, and the cycle has kind of come back around. That you better have something, you better not try to piecemeal and match a play to a defense. You know, you better be able to block a lot of different looks if you're going to be successful offensively. And I think it's always been true. Sometimes we as coaches try to outsmart ourselves, but that circle always comes back around and meets right where it started.
There are some things that you pull out in the past that can work, though. Unfortunately, the one play that I've been involved in as a player, they've outlawed that. That's what they used to call it the Fumaruski, that I was involved in that a couple of times, but the rules now will not allow you to do that. So you cannot be doing something that deceives the defense in general. That's kind of what the rule states. But there's always some things that you can pull out here in the past that you may have seen in the 60s, the 70s, or 80s. It can still be run today because, again, it's still 11 on 11. And just in some rules, there may be a few adjustments. So we do have 1 or 2 of those things that we pull up.